Hey, Dave Fannin here with the Body Firm Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. How your habits make or break you and how you can change those habits today. Quick quote from Craig Ballantyne, one of my fitness gurus that I've always looked up to and followed along. And you're going to hear from him today, and Dan Kennedy, who's another mentor of mine. Craig says, the ultimate key to fat loss and fitness success is your ability to motivate yourself and change your habitual behaviors. Fat loss, health and fitness, weight loss, and exercise over time is a result of habits, one or two small habits over time. And so one thing I try to convey to my clients that are coming in is that one or two small habits, especially the number one habit of showing up, will have a huge impact on their results over time. And it's the habits that you have. So if the habits that you have is not working out and not looking what you're putting into your mouth, those habits have to change over time. And that's how you have different outcomes. So you can start because, for people that have never ever worked out, and I work with a lot of people that in their 40s, 50s, even early 60s that have never exercised before, it's quite a shock to the system to have to reestablish a new habit. But the kicker is exercise is probably the number one habit that you could ever put into your life that would have the greatest impact over time on your health, your wealth, your well-being, and your relationships with other people. It's that powerful, and that's why we push it so hard, because we see the outcomes with people. So I use Dan Kennedy's 7 steps to taking action, to getting traction. And so if you're looking to change your habits, you can change your habits today. And that's the kicker, is one or two small things today can have a huge impact on your results of losing weight, feeling better, eating better over time. And it's not this huge thing. So Dan Kennedy's 7 steps, and they're outlined above or below this video, is start immediately. Once you identify something you want, start immediately. You can click the link above or below. You can apply to one of our boot camps. You can be working out tomorrow, even today, if you're really motivated. It's that simple. Walk around the block at lunchtime. That's your first action. Or bag your lunch, or clean up your dinner. These things matter. One simple action is how you start. You don't even have to worry about tomorrow. Start today. One thing you want, start today. Take visible action so others know that you're serious. Walk out of work at 5 p.m. and say, hey, love you guys, but I got to go to the gym. Walk out. Take visible action. Tell people. Put it on Facebook. Social support and social positive peer pressure. When you put it out there and you let people know what your goals are, it puts positive pressure on you to take that action. Because if you do this in secret, nobody will know if I quit. That's a bad idea. And I see people that try to pull that, and we cut that off. You got to put it out there. People want you to set the example for them. And you have to put yourself in a somewhat uncomfortable position to move forward. Take simultaneous action, not sequential. Do a lot of things at once. Begin your exercise program. Clean up your nutrition immediately. Don't one without the other. This goes against some of the things that I preach, where you're trying to exercise and then your nutrition will clean up over time. But one or two small things. You say simply, I'm going to walk around the block at lunchtime and I'm cutting out soft drinks. These are huge things. I've seen people lose 30 to 50 pounds over time with those two things. Just, I'm walking around the block at lunchtime consistently, and I cut out soft drinks. These are huge. These things have huge impact over time to your weight loss and fitness, and it snowballs. Take massive action with urgency. Set hard deadlines. Someday is not a day of the week. A goal of 3 pounds in 3 weeks is a good hard deadline. You say, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it on the wall in front of me where I see it all the time. That's a deadline. And set a hard deadline. And even if you come a little bit short, who cares? You've already made progress. Set deadlines. Because if you don't, because I even have people, when they set a consult with me, they'll sit in their car. And that's why we always text them before they come in to kind of remind them that somebody's looking for them. Because even with that deadline, you got to have some accountability. So set those hard deadlines and say, I'm going to do this by this date. and it's got to be done. Be congruent with what you say. If you say, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next 8 weeks, but you find yourself eating out, drinking like a fish, eating ho-hos, not exercising, it's not really congruent with what you said you were going to do. You have to find actions that are congruent with what you're going to do. And again, you can tell a lot of people on Facebook, and that will lend pressure for you to be congruent when you're posting that I'm cleaning up my nutrition. I only had 2 glasses of wine this weekend. I've been exercising consistently for the last 3 weeks. These things matter. Be congruent with what you say. Leverage work rather than doing new work all the time. What I see with clients in meal prep is the number one thing over time that I see people change with their nutrition that has the biggest impact to their results. It doesn't have to be complicated. 2, maybe 3 simple high protein meals that you can go to that are easy, quick, and simple will get you to goal. 2 to 3 simple meals that you can interchange for lunch and dinner over time. And you know, it's not forever. You can still go out on the weekend. But these things, keeping it simple, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Keeping it simple, 2 to 3 simple meals that you can go to, 3, maybe 4 exercise programs that you can fall back on. These things work. And that's why people like to come to us, because they don't have to think about it. They can just show up and we'll take care of the exercise. And you add in 2 to 3 simple meals, same breakfast every day, lunch that they change around a little bit, 2 or 3 lunches that they change out, 2 to 3 dinners, they're seeing results pretty damn quick. It's really that simple. And we know that the more complex a diet is, the higher the failure rate. So we just use simple eating. Take action now. Take lots of action and take it now, today. These are the steps that will get you to where you want to be. Because thinking about it, if you've been thinking about it the last, 3, 5, 10 years, thinking about it another day isn't going to help. You can take action today and be moving forward today and tomorrow. And it's that simple. 1, maybe 2 small actions. And I always tell people you can walk around the block at lunchtime, and that's the action that begins the whole snowball to where you start feeling better, looking better, better life, better health, better relationships, and there's no downside to establishing that exercise and healthy eating program. That's how you, over time, make or break your habits. Just like Craig Ballantyne says, your habits are what decides your outcomes. And if this video helps you, like it, share it, comment below. I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. Hope you guys have a great May 1st.